Hi, this is Water and Air 1111 and I'm back with another video. I want to start off by thanking everyone who's continuing to subscribe, comment, and like to my channel, to my videos, and to everyone who's been ordering personal readings from me. Thank you for ordering them and also for the feedback afterwards that the messages are resonating with you and your twin flame journey. And just as a reminder, you can book readings with me through my booking site for recorded readings and specific spreads. But if you just have a one-off question where you need only a couple of tarot cards straight to the point, then you can go to my Instant Go account and I'll be there all weekend. So feel free to message me there if you have just like a quick question. So for this video, I'm going to be doing the Divine Feminine Feelings and Obstacles reading. So this is a new spread. You may have already seen the masculine version of this spread, but I basically just wanted to tap into how we're all feeling right now and what obstacles we're dealing with internally and externally. So I'm going to be using my Crystal Visions Tarot deck. I'm also going to be using the Psychic Tarot of the Heart, and I pulled a few Romance Angels for the masculine read, so I'll do the same here as well. And then use my Lenormand deck for any clarifiers. So we're going to start off with the tarot cards and see how the Divine Feminine Collective are feeling right now. I've been feeling a bit, I don't know, I just said just weird, basically. Definitely feeling my Divine Masculine's emotions, feeling a bit of his confusion. And I think my head's just been a little all over the place, which I think is normal. We just have to stay grounded, meditate, clear your space, use crystals, focus on your breathing, go in nature, whatever you need to do that works for you. And we have another new moon coming up, I think on Valentine's Day night or very early on February 15th. So I feel like it'll be temporary release, temporary reprieve until we start gearing up for next week's new moon again. We know how this rodeo goes by now. So I'm going to just shuffle for 4 or 5 cards for how the Divine Feminine Collective is feeling. So how's the Divine Feminine Collective feeling? Okay, I'm going to shuffle again because it came out a little bit too fast. If those are the right cards, please let them come out again. Okay. 4 more cards on how the Divine Feminine is feeling. 4 more cards. 3 more cards on how the Divine Feminine is feeling. 2 more cards on how the Divine Feminine is feeling. This could be feelings about yourself, Divine Feminine, about your other people in your life, friends, family, career, life purpose, your Divine Masculine. Okay, so these are the final cards that came. Bottom of the deck, 5 of Wands, Ego Battles. Okay, so Divine Feminine, you may be dealing with someone opposing you in your environment, someone challenging you, someone that you're having to, someone who's trying to go a bit tit for tat with you, an external battle that you're dealing with. I think I felt a bit of this energy of just trying to stay above the drama and pettiness going on, even when it tries to come to me for me to engage with it. Yeah, it's been a bit up and down with that, so let me know if you've been feeling that as well. Okay, so the first card we have is Temperance. So Divine Feminines are feeling balance or working on getting balance from an emotional standpoint of how they're feeling. I feel like since the eclipse energy, just a lot of things have been coming up, and I feel like there's a good number of divine feminine who are just working on balancing themselves internally. Some may already be pretty balanced, but I think balance at this time is important. You know, not getting too much in your head, not getting too much in your feelings, not leading yourself too much from your passion or from your want to be right, you know, your ego. Not leading from there, but leading from a place of groundedness, of knowing that everything is happening for the highest good. It can be definitely difficult sometimes, and I know with Valentine's Day that can be challenging for people, you know, having expectations. Try and balance that. Try and focus on, you know, self-care instead. Focus on what you have, not on what you do not have. And with twin flames, because I feel like this is regarding your connection to your divine masculine, realize that the connection is, you know, omnipresent. It's always there. What is this Temperance card about for the Divine Feminine Collective? Okay. A lot of the cards have been wanting to pop out for the last several readings that I've been doing. I don't know if the energy, everything is just really, I don't know, flowing through. Okay, and look at that bottom of the deck. I know I just said I mentioned it. I think it's about Valentine's Day, and you need to balance your expectations. Okay, but the clarifying cards we got for the Temperance is the House and the Child. So Divine Feminine, you may be working on balancing, and I'm still feeling like expectations regarding how you want things to be, how you wish things could be in regarding your home. So this could be home, finances, family related, but I feel like it's balancing your expectations for what your family or financial situation will be. But I'm getting like it's more family. Yeah, okay, so we got the Moon. So this is about your inner intuition and guidance, about how realization about your journey to this point. And the bottom of that is communication. So you may be wanting to communicate to someone about the balance you wish to have in your life, just as a whole, but in particular regarding, I feel like, family expectations, whether that's with your divine masculine or with a karmic partner or just with family and friends. You're wanting to communicate the desires you have for yourself, what your ideal future life would be like. And it's based on your inner emotions, based on what's happened so far, how you want things to change, how you wish they could be like. And I'm feeling like you're wanting balance in your home life, in your family life, and you're wanting it with your divine masculine. But it has to do with expectations in a way. So like I was saying before, you know, like with Valentine's Day and everything, there can be a lot of expectations. Try to balance that out, because you're really thinking about the divine masculine and what you're wanting with him in terms of family, in terms of stability, in terms of finances, and it is being led by your emotions and what has happened to this point, which makes sense. But at the same time, you have to try not to have too many expectations. You have to let things flow. And I know this is hard, and it's hard for me. Sometimes I'm just like, well, why can't it happen already? It's because more balance is needed for myself, for my own good, taking my divine masculine out of it. Like, I need to live with myself and be balanced. And then I can form my own opinions to balance my own home, finances, family life. So I feel like this is expectations and needing to balance them. Yeah. So the next card we got is the 10 of Wands. So Divine Feminine, you're still feeling burdened. I mean, the last couple of weeks we've been getting 9 of Wands. So this is 10 of Wands, which means we're almost to the point where we're ready to just completely say, I'm done with this, but also surrender. So with the 10 of Wands, you know, you're just feeling tired from going on this twin flame journey. You're feeling tired of being like singular and not having the passion and love and just that feeling that makes you feel alive in your life. You're feeling just so by yourself. You're feeling like, I'm one step away from getting off of this journey. What am I going to do? And again, you know, that's why balance is needed. A higher perspective is needed to remember that it's not just a relationship. It's more than that. And it's not just about our counterpart. It's about us. Yeah, we have to open the book on the 10 of Wands and release. You have to look within, open this book, or rather close the book on being burdened, of carrying this burden of being tired and struggling. When you start feeling tired and struggling, it's sometimes it can be from expectations again, and not having a balanced perspective of what this is really about. And again, I mean, I know I'm preaching to the choir, and this is something that, you know, I deal with sometimes too. It's like, you just have to get yourself in check. You have to rebalance, ground yourself, and see that don't be burdened thinking about where's my divine masculine on his path. Close that book and instead look within and figure out where you want to be on your own path. So we got the Rider. So I feel like with this Divine Feminine, you're just needing to go off, carry your own message about where it is you want to be in your life. What is this Rider about? It's like you need to realize that you have to drop the burden. Carry the message and go after the things that you want to receive. Go after them yourself. So I mentioned self-care. Gift yourself. Enjoy yourself. Take a new perspective. Take a new direction on how you're viewing things. Again, it is difficult, but it's something that must be done, because this 10 of Wands is weighing on us. It's weighing on us and making us feel so tired and just over it, when really we shouldn't feel tired and over it, because we should be so like occupied with our own journey. And it's okay time to time, okay, we wonder about our divine masculine, what are they doing? That's fine, that's normal, we are all human, but you know, you have to maintain the balance and then redirect yourself into your own lane of getting after the things that you want. And if you find this to be a struggle, what I would suggest for you to do is to like close your eyes, breathe, take some like deep breaths to clear your mind, and then think about what it is that you want to accomplish for yourself. What's something you've never done that you want to do, but for whatever reason it didn't happen? Keep that in mind and figure out a way to make it happen. You know, you have to give yourself another reason to have purpose and passion and desire, instead of feeling when purpose, passion, and desire are no longer working, it's because you're looking outward at other people. It's because you're looking at other people moving ahead of you or moving behind you instead of looking at yourself. So, yeah, I'm sure we all understand that, but I just wanted to make sure that was clear. We just have to reassert to ourselves, gift ourselves, bring ourselves the message, gift ourselves the things that we want. Self-care. Take care of yourself instead of, stressing out too much. So the next card is the Justice card. So the Justice card is about balancing debts, cutting through with an honest viewpoint, an honest opinion, an honest look at the situation to cut things out that need to be cut out and balance things that have been imbalanced. So I feel like Divine Feminine, you're definitely feeling like you're just waiting for justice to swing through and right everything that's been wrong to you. And if you look at this Justice card, I was just looking at her eyes. They're closed. So this is like literally the Divine Feminine waiting with the sword, with the scale, saying, okay, so when is someone going to come through? When am I going to be allowed to balance the things that have been out of balance? That's something I feel like many Divine Feminine have been waiting for. Like, it's been a while. When is it going to happen? Similar to the Ten of Wands energy, but more feeling like, an injustice was done, because in some of our journeys, there have been major injustice and we do want it to be balanced. But again, timing is a thing that we hate to hear about, but is so true. So let's see what this Justice card is about. So we have the Anchor and we have the Sky. So literally Divine Feminine are feeling like whatever the current situation is, they've been anchored in it and they're waiting for the justice, for the universe to come and swoop through and cut things away that need to be cut away and balance the scales. And we have the Snake and the Owls. So bringing in, we want to hear a message that the Snake, that whatever betrayal, whatever happened either on our side or a Divine Masculine side, that whatever challenge was there has been cut out. Yeah, I feel like a lot of us, especially, I know I've been feeling like just something is coming. I don't know what's coming, but something is coming. So I feel like justice is that thing that's coming, but we're just waiting. And I'm sure we're all anticipating to hear a final word that, yeah, something has been let go, something's been cut off. And we're just excited to see that. So we're feeling that right now. Feeling like justice is coming and feeling like we just want it to come now. So the next thing is the King of Swords. So King of Swords is so it's honest and true self-expression, of course, because it is the king and we are dealing with sword energy, but it also means we're being decisive about our decisions, that we're being truthful, we're being just, we're using our brains to be decisive about things. And I feel like this is about cutting things off. I feel like this is about decisive about what our journey is, decisive about what our path is, decisive about who can stay and who can go and what it is we want. So what is this King of Swords about? We're feeling like we just know what it is we want. We know what it is that we will have to give up. We know what it is that we want to come in. And while I was saying we know what it is that wants to come in, we got the man, the Divine Masculine. So we definitely know what it is that we want to come in. The bottom of the deck is the clouds. So I feel like the clouds are here because there has been a lot of back and forth energy with the Divine Feminine. Although we are, of course, connected to our divine masculine and we do want the divine masculine, at the same time, sometimes energy comes up that makes doubt happen. There's energy sometimes that, yeah, I want the divine masculine, but then again, he did do all this. Maybe I should just do whatever. But all of those things are clear about what we want to do regarding the divine masculine. How we feel, how we really feel. And we got the well. So we are feeling like we want, like the divine masculine is our wish. And bottom of the deck is worry, sadness, grief. We do have worry about our wish coming true, but we are solid and decisive in that we do feel this way towards our divine masculine. And it is our wish. Despite what our doubts are, we are strong and we know that is how we feel. Now the last card is the Seven of Swords. So like I just mentioned, there can be back and forth energy about, oh, he did this, then this happened. It's not fair. We want balance. I'm tired of waiting. So with the Seven of Swords energy, though, it's that feeling that something was taken from you. And I feel like this is about time, your mental clarity, your emotions, the feeling of like, this has never happened to me before. This is the only person who I've been in this type of situation with. Which, of course, is understandable because, he is your twin. And so we need to cut out this feeling, divine feminine. We need to move away from that feeling of betrayal because this was all kind of decided before us. This was all something that we had to go through. Whether we like it or not, this feeling was something we needed. And I also got the mice, so this is about annoyances and finances. For some divine feminine, you may be feeling like you need to cut out some type of financial loss, but I'm feeling like this is more regarding annoyances. You need to cut out, you're feeling like you need to remove annoyances in your life, and if you sometimes feel annoyed towards your divine masculine, that is something you need to cut out. You need to focus on the things that you hope and desire, like I said before, focusing on what it is you want to manifest in your life. Yeah, you're feeling, like I said, you're feeling like some type of mental clarity has been taken from you, like your dreams have been taken from you. Or not necessarily taken, but like you're feeling like you're off track from the things that you truly want relationship-wise, personal-wise, career-wise. You may feel like you're off track. Like you've been distracted from your dreams, which is why I said before, you have to get back to things, taking care of yourself, going after things that you want. Because the divine masculine will come when he comes. But if you're just standing stagnant, or even if you're, working through wounds, but still stagnant and not moving forward in other ways in your life, then that may be a block that you have to face when divine masculine comes. So now I'm going to, I'll go over these cards and then I will get the Psychic Cure of the Heart cards. So in terms of what the divine feminine is feeling, they're feeling still pressure a little bit. They're still, divine feminine, you're still feeling a bit hard done by. You're feeling a bit like worn out. You're still feeling tired from the journey. You're still feeling like something's been, like you've lost out in some way, like the scales aren't balanced, like you've been distracted in some way from what the things you actually desire and want. So right now you're just needing to focus on the feeling, getting the feeling back of balance regarding your expectations for yourself, expectations of the divine masculine, expectations of what you want for your future. And then the only other card that's not about expectations or like your past or like the trudges of being in the twin flame journey is this King of Swords, which is saying that feeling-wise, divine feminine completely feels like divine masculine is is her wish, is what she is desiring. So really go from that heart space of feeling that, and allow that to help you really balance the other things in your life. To balance things and know that justice will come at the right time. You will hear about it just like you want to, but you've got to just release these burdens and know that, stay strong in your feelings. Release this feeling that you've lost out, that things aren't balanced, and ground yourself to create the balance within yourself. Self-care. That's just what I keep getting. Self-care, self-care. So now I'm going to shuffle for some cards. So I'm going to get one card on the internal obstacles that the Divine Feminine is facing, and then I'm going to get one card for the external struggle, obstacle that the Divine Feminine is facing. So what's the internal struggle that the Divine Feminine is facing? Internal struggle for the Divine Feminine. Five of Wands, guys. That's the bottom of our deck. You're going through ego battles, and this is internal. So this is the whole, well, he's the only person this has ever happened with. I wouldn't let any other guy do this, but with him, for some reason, I just say it's okay. I want things to be balanced. I feel like they're not balanced. I feel completely tired by the journey. After all of this, he's taking so long. Challenging times. You have to get out of this ego battle where you're feeling like tit for tat, like I said before. That doesn't actually get you anywhere. It just gets you more frustrated. The more you lead from that ego place of, well, he did this, so I'm going to do this, and if they're with that person, then I'm going to do this, or just from that low vibrational place, you're just going to get more low vibrations in your life. And that's not actually what you're wanting, I don't think. So what is this challenging times card about? Okay, communication. So you may be thinking, so some Divine Feminine may be thinking that, I did all of this and now I don't hear from my Divine Masculine. I can't believe they would just cut me off talking to me like this after all I've done. Or I always reach out and they don't reach out. What does he want me to do? Why does he allow it? Something regarding communication. And it's getting you like in your feelings and in your ego about it. And I know some people have different thoughts on if you should communicate with your, if you should communicate with your Divine Masculine. And this is something that confused you, how you communicate about the lack of expression, whether it's romantic or not, the lack of reaching out with your Divine Masculine. And, I was saying, so some people have different opinions on if you should reach out to your Divine Masculine or not. I personally don't reach out to him unless I feel guided to, and when I do feel guided to, I ask for like a million confirmations, and then I get them all. And I'm like, okay, I know that this is for me to communicate, to reach out to him. So if you feel like you should reach out, just make sure it's from a place of love and, from your heart space of not having expectations again. We want to be balanced. But I feel like this challenging ego thing of being tit for tat with your Divine Masculine is surrounding the confusion over communication, confusion over lack of expression, or at least lack of expression in a way that you would like, Divine Feminine, that makes you feel confused. It makes you feel like, oh, I don't know if he's really in this with me. He is. He's just, Divine Masculine completely goes through this journey in a different way than the Divine Feminine. It's in a way for them to learn, and everyone's journey is different. It's a unique, one-of-a-kind journey. So you just kind of have to accept that you won't understand everything and accept that everything won't make sense. It's also another way to show that you have faith, that justice will come, that it will be balanced in the end. So let's get one card on the external struggle that Divine Feminine is facing. Okay, so we got move. So this is the Chariot card. So some of you may actually be thinking about reaching out to your Divine Masculine and not knowing whether it's okay for you to make a move. Others of you are thinking about literally moving away from your Divine Masculine. Yeah, others are thinking of moving away from your Divine Masculine. Yeah, so the two cards that fell out, the Ship, so literally moving, a decision. So some of you are deciding whether or not to do it. Ow, bottom of the deck. Sorry, that was my wrist. That kind of hurt. Bottom of the deck is the die, so it's about taking a risk. So some of you are, like I said, thinking about taking a risk to reach out to your Divine Masculine, and it may be because you've been feeling this internal struggle over communicating or the lack of expression that you would like. Because you're trying to move so you can gain this stability, that you can gain balance, interestingly enough, in your life. Yeah, communication. You're thinking about it. You're thinking maybe that's the key to a big change, to happiness and knowledge. Okay, so what else for this move card? What else is this move obstacle about? Six of Cups reversed. So yeah, like I said, some of you are definitely wanting to reach out to your Divine Masculine, but some of you may be doing it in a way that, make sure if you do reach out to your Divine Masculine that it's not the Six of Cups reversed, which is more like clinging onto the past. You don't want to be clingy when you're reaching out. You want to do it from a place of balance and love and openness and understanding. And also some of you are reaching out because you're afraid of the past of him moving on. So what are the challenging times cards about? Okay, so I said, what is this challenging times card about? Ego battles. Five of Wands, it's the same card. Five of Swords reversed, another five. So some of you are feeling, like I said, an ego battle in terms of tit for tat, saying your Divine Masculine did this, so I'm going to do this, or why would he do that? Why would so-and-so do this? Because you're in your ego about some type of betrayal. I think is too strong of a word for this. You're in your ego about some type of how things basically ended, how things were left between you and your Divine Masculine. You've kind of trudged through the snow and gotten over it a little bit, but you still are in your ego about how he left things with you. Especially if there wasn't like an official ending, it was just like a slow patter down. You're in your ego about that, and that's why you're like, you just stopped communicating with me and I was confused. And I thought things were, going great, that we had either a new beginning or a possibility of just starting something from whenever you guys met. And it was passionate and it was fun. And it was a little bit naive, but it was passionate and you had that connection. Yeah, so however things ended between you and your divine masculine, or how since you last spoke, you've just been thinking about it more, and it kind of made you more in your feelings. It made you think about the lack of communication or what you were wanting to say to him, which is why your internal struggle is fighting that ego saying, you know, why would this happen? And your external struggle is making the actual move to communicate, but needing to do it in a way that's loving and open and not clingy, not a way to just try and hold on to him. In the bottom of the deck for the sun was the fox. So yeah, it's something you've been rethinking and realized something regarding how things may have slowed down or ended between you and your divine masculine. So that's the struggle. So that is your reading on the feelings and obstacles that the divine feminine is dealing with. Let me know in the comments if this resonated. If you're interested in a personal reading, go to my booking site. If you want a quick 1, 2, or 3 card reading, then go to my Instant Go account. It is only for iPhone, so please remember that. Yeah, and I'll be happy to help you either with a recorded reading or with a quick 1, 2, or 3 card reading on Instant Go. Yeah, so let me know if this resonated, and I will see you in my next video. Oh, and I still have the 20% special for the month of February to get 20% off all my readings. But it's only on my booking site, so the coupon code is in the description box. Okay, so I'll see you in my next reading.